Hello everybody and welcome back to a new episode of Reentry, the orbital simulation game. I'm Batboob. This is The Only Way is Beastly. So back to the Gemini Academy lessons. Today we're on tutorial number 6, which is life support. So the environmental control system in Gemini is mostly automatic, but it is important to know what to look for in case something happens. So this lesson will teach you the basics of the environmental control system. So you know what I'm going to say before we start. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Help us get to that 1,000 subscribers. Grab a goal. Let's keep it beastly. Okay, welcome to the launch pad. Today we will stay grounded but take a closer look at the environmental control systems, the ECS. Okay, so the ECS is a system that keeps the cabin pressurized, maintains temperature, removes odors, so like nasty farts, and CO2, provides oxygen and water, and it tries to create an Earth-like environment, that's definite spelling error, in the capsule, like a small planet. So the system is semi-automatic but provides manual control when needed. The two coolant loops will push coolant through the equipment. This is a liquid that will absorb or transfer heat, reducing the temperature from the components it goes through. So a radiator, evaporator and heat exchangers are used to cool the fluid down as it goes through the loop. It's also used to head the oxygen flow. And the fluid will go through a radiator that will radiate the heat to space and cool the liquid. Keep in mind that if the radiator is warm, like after an ascent, it will heat the liquid instead. So in this case, the radiator should be bypassed. A radiator bypass switch controls this, so let's set it to flow. Okay, so there are 4 pumps that will pump the coolant through the loops, and these are usually on until retrograde. The coolant loops and pumps are located in the adapter and will be removed at adapter separation. You can enable the loops by setting the pumps to on. Let's do that now. There are 2 loops, one primary, one secondary. Each loop has 2 pumps. Let's set primary A to pump on. And the oxygen is used in the capsule in the same as the cryogenic oxygen is used in the fuel cells. It's heated before entering the oxygen loops, and the primary oxygen tank is in the adapter, and the secondary is in the capsule for re-entry. So the suit fans are controlled using the suit fan switch. It's usually set to number 1 and 2 for the entire mission. So let's set it to number 1 and 2 now. There we go. So the pull levers in front of us on the roof panels are used to control some of the important ECS functions. So the cabin recirc is used to permit cabin air to enter the suit circuit for removal of odours and CO2. If CO2 is high, pull this lever, this one. The snorkel is used to permit air during descent. There we are. And the cabin vent is used for decompressing the cabin and ventilation during landing. And the water seal seals the cabin for water at splashdown. And the O2 high rate recook restores the oxygen high flow rate to normal oxygen flow and restores the capability to do another high oxygen flow. The high flow is initiated with the O2 high rate switch just below it. And there are many gauges you can use to check the ECS. The temperature gauge shows the cabin and suit temperatures. The press cabin shows the cabin pressure, and the PCO2 shows the amount of CO2 as well. And the SEC-O2 shows the amount of oxygen in the secondary oxygen supply, used for re-entry or during emergencies. So the cryo gauge is used to monitor the cryogenic systems on board as well. It's important to frequently monitor the ECS systems, make it part of your routine. And that is it for that video. Very short video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, help us get to that 1,000 subscriber goal. Let's keep it beastly, guys.